Thanks for joining us. Today we are going to be discussing Our Perfect Storm by Carley Fortune. We're excited.
We're very excited. And if you're wondering why we're sitting on the floor, it's because we thought it would be so fun to do it bestie style in our comfy cozies. So we're in our pajamas. Mine are like really wild and wacky.
I love them. Very bright.
Those on Spotify can't see, but if you're listening on Spotify, we're on YouTube. If you want to come and find us, The Wandering Dragonflies, and you can see these wacko pajamas. Emily's got cute Luke's jammies.
It says Luke on it, and then it says, oh, and I gotta bend over. Stars Hollow on the back with funky, just comfy PJ bottoms, and then my Gilmore Girls slippers.
We each have little blankies, Gilmore
Got
Girls
my
blankets.
Picked out my coffee one today. They're so soft.
Yeah, so we'll see how long this whole floor gig lasts up, but it's comfy cozy.
It is.
So
Pillows are soft.
We're excited for you to join us today, because we were kind of inspired to do this because the story is just, I don't know, what did you think? I thought it was so awesome!
I keep thinking about it.
I loved it.
Every time I have to clean off my glasses, I wish I had somebody to take them off and just wipe them down.
Aw, that's so cute. I know.
Now I get to do it with my husband because he just got glasses.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to be a smudge cleaner.
You can take off his glasses and clean them for him.
Yes. So yeah, just this book was so, first of all, I mean, read it within like a day and a half total.
Same.
Like it was it was one of those where I had an insomnia night. I go through insomnia and I was like, literally, I started it and then I texted Mandy in the morning. I'm like, good morning, how are you? Happy Tuesday. And I'm like, I've read 3/4 of the book already. And I started it last night. You don't want to put it down.
No, you don't.
It is one of those amazing stories.
And it's storming outside today,
is.
so it's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect vibes for our little, I don't know, like I think it was maybe the Canada setting, like being in Canada and the fact that they're going out on a little, they're best friends and they're going out on a little adventure together. They think they're kind of going out to have this little slumber party and I don't know, that's kind of what gave us the slumber party vibes. We're like, let's make a little cozy spot on the floor and just chill out. There's a little whale in
There's
this?
a whale. Yeah. I took off the paper cover, the cover top of mine, so it looks like that, because I don't like to break the binding when I read and stuff, and it kept sliding, and I was reading it with a flashlight in the middle of the night, so I was trying to hold it, and I was like, I'm just going to take it off to protect it, and I love that it actually has thunderclouds and lightning, and then the back has a quote, "This love was wild, obliterating," and then you open it up and there's this sweet little whale.
Yeah, and I have the book of the month version, and
so you don't have the binding?
No, I don't have the
cool
binding
paintings.
of it in the book of the month version. You've got the Target version.
I
right?
do. It had a special Target. Had a special one just for Target. It had a letter in the beginning for Target readers.
Oh.
So it has it talks to dear Target readers, and she writes a letter to the Target readers about how she loved the 1994's Little Women movie, which I think we should watch that now because I remember watching it. I loved that
watched
movie.
it this last Christmas.
Did you? I haven't seen it in years, but I loved it growing up. Yeah. And I guess I didn't realize it was Christian Bale.
Oh, there's a bunch of different versions.
I know, but the 1994 version with Winona Ryder, I didn't realize that was Christian Bale. But she talks about how that is pretty much the basis of the book, is that the main character is Winona Ryder as Jo ultimately, and that her best friend is Christian Bale as Laurie. And in Little Women, they don't get married because they can't marry your best friend because that's going to ruin the friendship. And she wanted to kind of change it to be like, what would happen if you ended up marrying your best friend, which we already know what would happen because we married ours. So I just thought that was really neat. So yeah, my book actually it has a special little letter written from Carley.
And also, I will die on the hill with all those people that always say any book that has a map in it is going to be a good book.
Oh, 100% agree with you on that one.
Come on now, it has a map.
And, I come from Canadian blood, so I thought it was Canada. Really, like, my family's from Canada, so.
And I always love her covers of her books. I've read a couple of her books now, and that was kind of the book of the month club I'm in, and so this was my pick for that month, and it was my pick for this month for our podcast, and so I was like, I really would like to read this book because I've read her other ones. Now, I will say, her books, if you've seen her other books, they all look very similar.
They do.
All of her covers look very similar, but I'm not mad about it because they're gorgeous.
Yes.
They're gorgeous.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
However, the only caveat I'll say to that is, I know Emily and I have talked about it before, is like, I can't always remember which one of her books I've read because the covers look so similar.
So similar. Yeah.
Like, it's always the same watercolor, like sunsetty or sunrisey.
Mm-hmm. The blending of the colors.
Blending of the colors.
Like the other one I noticed that's really out, I see everywhere. It's the same, but it's more pink.
Yeah, or blues.
Yep.
Or
it's like they each have a different shade.
And
which
then
I wonder
have
if you put them together, it makes
different...
the sunset.
Oh. Yeah. We'll try. But, and then you'll notice there's a tiny little picture, like here they've got their little...
Yeah, when they went surfing.
Surfboards on there. So, it'll always have a tiny little picture to try to get you to remember which is which, but the covers are gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Definitely judge the book by the cover on that one. And it definitely grabbed my attention. And when Mandy was like, "Ooh, I want to read this one," I'm like, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
What were some of your favorite Well, what about, what did you think of the beginning? Like how it started off?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
So George, I love him.
Yeah. I think he will forever be one of my favorite main male characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I love his heart. I love everything about him. My heart was broken when, she is talking about how her mom left.
Yeah.
In the beginning. Like, her mom was just gone. Like, she just left them. And I had to read that a couple times because I'm like, wait, she just left when she was like 8? I'm like, what? Because there was no explanation, but I guess she didn't really understand it. She was
she was little.
She was little. And the names of her brothers are hilarious.
I know.
Darwin. I mean.
Yeah.
And then what's the other brother's name? Moby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that but that's because her mom loved whales.
Yeah.
So much, but the fact that George helped her to see. Like, not to give up on her mom and helped her to understand a little bit more. Like, and I think that was a great part of the book, too. Mm-hmm. How she really made amends with her mom.
Oh, I loved that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful. And when, my favorite creature, mammal, animal, whatever you want to call it, is a whale.
I do love whales. I went whale watching one year when I was a kid, and...
It was the absolute best. And so when in here she's like, I don't like whales, I'm like, no! Who doesn't like whales? And that actually made me laugh when the kids were like, who are you? Like, who hates whales? Like
the guy at the hotel was like,
so
you just made an enemy because you don't like whales.
Who doesn't like whales?
You live in Canada? Like, that's weird.
Right. Even my husband, he for years claimed his favorite animal.
You guys have some cool whale statues. Mm-hmm.
He claimed his favorite animal was bear. Bear. And then we went to Alaska and we did the whale tour, and all of a sudden now he's got a whale tattoo.
Yeah.
Whales are my favorite. So yeah, how could she not
They're such magnificent
So
creatures,
that part of the book when all of a sudden she finally gives in and goes out and sees the whales and has that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I felt
agree.
that. I was like, yeah, I loved that too.
But I get why she doesn't like them at first.
I get it too.
Like, because she's
100%.
angry that they
took her
mom
mom
away from her.
Her mom was gone.
Yep.
She had a lot of resentment.
Yeah.
But George never, their whole friendship, like she was always there for George. He was always there for her throughout their childhood, throughout everything. I think, the lesson learned for me in the book was like, sorry, I have like a hair. I have like a hair in my mouth and like something in my eye. I'm doing really good today. But I think the lesson learned is, for me, was like how it was just such silly little communication things that like held them back from each other.
Yeah. 100%. Well, they didn't want to
like hurt each other's feelings.
They didn't want to hurt each other's feelings, and then they just didn't want to overstep that boundary.
Right.
And I just drove
even
me
though
nuts.
they each liked each other. Like the one time she tried kissing him when they were younger, and then he tells her no. So then she thinks it's off.
She makes a promise she'll never do it again,
and she keeps it. But then he's upset later on in life that like, why doesn't she see that I like her? And it's like, hello, you told her like no, this is never happening. So it's just so. That thing was like, I get it, but it was that part felt a little frustrating. Like, just talk to each other. Damn it!
And they kept she kept describing what George looked like with like out a shirt on and all of this stuff, and I'm sitting here, I'm like,
he's a hottie.
I want to see this in a movie.
No, yeah,
right? Like, this has got to be a movie. Like, come on.
First in line.
Like,
give us the
100%. Yep, like we're doing that. Cheers, man. I want to see him in real life. Love you, babe. Yeah, no, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I'm like, just kiss him. Or do something. Like, because you hear him saying, in his mind, talking about how he keeps saying how beautiful she is. And how much he loves her. And then she's saying in her mind, it's just like, oh my Lord. So you can't put it down because you need to see it happen.
And just from the get-go, the signs are there because she's waiting for her wedding and, the rehearsal, and she can't calm. She cannot calm herself without him being there. And, like, everyone notices. Everyone knows.
Do you remember when I came up to you? Because she finished it before me. And we were driving my youngest to this college soccer camp. And I was like, okay, come on now. We know why he left her. Because she was so stressed that George was not at the reception. At the reception. She's like, where are you? I need you here. And she's like, everyone's like, it's okay. Like, just enjoy. And then as soon as he walks in, she lights up in the room and she's so happy again. And I'm sure he had to see I'm not the one that makes her together, happy.
When she's dancing with her fiance, they are not.
She's more stiff. She's
good.
more.
She's stiff. They're messing up. But when she dances with him, because that was my first impression too. Because I remember we were talking in the car, and I was like, "Yes, that's exactly what I thought too." But there's definitely more.
There's more to it. Yeah.
There's way more to it, and how George gets drunk, and then conversations happen.
That little
shit
like that I was so glad he did.
Of like an argument, and
would it have made you mad? I don't think it would have made me mad.
I mean, clearly her fiance didn't really know her for who she really was.
But I feel like she got so upset with George about how it happened.
Right.
And I just felt like, I mean, he apologized that it took a while. And I get, like, it is kind of like you had this idea that, you thought you didn't know why he left, and you thought maybe it was because he saw the ugly side of you, like the temper or whatever. And everyone kept saying, like, no, that's nothing. Like, it can't be it. But she just gets so upset.
I
And I'm like,
that was hard.
For me, I'm like, no.
Like, why are you so... And then she separates from him.
Yes.
And she's, like, super mad at him. No, in this instance, I was frustrated with her that she let him go.
Yeah.
After how they had connected. Would I have been mad? I think it depends on how much of a connection I had with my fiance and how in love I was with him. But she clearly was not... I mean, she even says herself that she's not that upset about it. What does this mean?
Yeah.
You know, and she even says, like... I mean, obviously she was confused. She was flustered. She was upset. She was confused. But deep in her heart... as she's staying with George in Canada, she knows who she really loves. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that she gets so mad was frustrating. So I think I was so
frustrated with her. I was
in this case, yes, stop. It was frustrating.
I mean, it worked for the fact that then he started sending her letters again, and that was sweet, and that's how we got to the ending. Like, it worked.
That was her tie-in to the...
to the cupboard and the library and stuff like that. But I just was like...
Little Women.
Come on. Like, you didn't need to be so hard on him. Like...
Yeah.
It was something... And her family supported it. Like, they supported George in that, like...
They were waiting for her to...
like, calm down. And be more...
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Hello?
Who do you
really love? Who really loves you?
Woman, pay attention.
Duh!
You know? Hello? Who's a hottie? Go for George, man. I love that name.
I think there's surf lessons were some of the cutest. Like, that was one of the cutest things to read. Like, how they were almost like kind of competing with each other, and then the woman, you know, thought they were a couple, and
I like the fisherman, the guy that took him to the little island. He was great.
Yeah, that was
and then
too.
Like. I want to go there. I want to sit in an island with a sauna that's just like this little tiny pop of land and jump in and then sit in this sauna and I don't know. Just sounded amazing.
I know.
I want to go to Tofino.
I know. The whole thing.
Just sounds amazing. Which I was looking on the pretty map and I was like, girls trip.
I know. The whole thing sounds amazing.
I wonder if that hotel is there.
Yeah, is it a real thing?
I mean, when you read her, like, ending, like I was reading it, and
isn't Carley Fortune really...
She's from Canada.
Yeah.
And, you know...
Is it based off of a real hotel?
Tofino is real.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know about the actual hotel. I thought I read that it was, or there's something similar. The places where they hiked is real. Mm-hmm. But I really want to go there. And I think that we need to just... Because she says she hopes to take her boys to Tofino.
Yeah.
And I just think that would be really fun.
Yeah. Like, this is where one of our favorite books is based off of.
Yeah.
Go to cute little coffee shops.
Yeah. Perfect.
Go there during the whale time so we can see the whales.
Duh.
Vlog it. Vlog it.
Oh my god. We made it.
Where's the whales?
I wonder how many people will show up doing that kind of thing. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, if they make a movie, it will be like...
Oh, yeah.
Everyone will be there then.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I just wholeheartedly loved everything about this book. And it's definitely one that I would keep out on my coffee table, or even one that I would even put, like we talked about with one of our last vlogs, about how sometimes there's just some of your favorite books that you would maybe even keep on a special shelf. I feel like I don't know, there was just something special about this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we're from the Midwest, and like you, I've been to Canada. I have a love for Canada. Like, I love the Canadians are so nice.
My dad's family's... My grandmother was born in Canada. They created a town. Like, my grandfather started a town in Canada. Like, he built... Like, I have pictures of him being a skywalker on the bridge from, I believe it's Michigan into Canada.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like climbing up it. Most of them didn't survive because they all fell because they didn't wear harnesses back then. And this was like early 1900s. I mean, my grandfather was
Windsor, Detroit and Windsor. Is that what it's called? Windsor, Canada.
I think so.
I think so. I've seen it when I traveled
It's not
there.
the Mackinac Bridge. It's the. Oh, I was just telling my husband about it because he's like, "Oh, I was talking to someone about the bridge that your grandfather, my dad's dad, put the sign on and worked on, and they called them Skywalkers."
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts.
I think so. I think that's.
But yeah, so he, but yeah, they're all from Canada, and then they moved to Minnesota, and that's where my dad was born, was in Minnesota, and my uncles and stuff. But I think I have one uncle that may have been born in Canada.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother wanted to keep going to Canada to give birth because in Minnesota where they lived isn't really far from like a couple hours from Canada border, and of course, my one uncle was born in November, and you don't drive into Canada, especially northern Minnesota, in November. And then my dad was the third born, and he was born in February, and there was a snowstorm. So good old dad's was an American. But I didn't go to Canada very much. My dad goes to the Boundary Waters. My whole life he would go every year, which is up in Canada. And then I never went to the Boundary Waters with him. I did do the Sylvania Wilderness in Upper Michigan with my dad. But we went to Canada when I was 10 to visit Stokes Bay, which is and then to go over the bridge that my grandfather worked on. And then, it's crazy. We still have family up there.
It's beautiful there.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I keep telling my husband, I'm like, we went to Prince Edward Island, which was mentioned. I love Prince Edward Island. I want to go back to Prince Edward Island, and now that we've got our camper van, I'm like, Chris, we're going to Canada, and we're going to Prince Edward Island, which is where Anne of Green Gables was filmed.
Oh, cool.
But, yeah.
It looks really pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And, Canada's just... It's so cool.
It is, yeah. I've been to Montreal, Quebec, and Vancouver, and they're all very different. Very different, but I think Vancouver was my favorite. Just the water, the mountains, it kind of reminds me what I envisioned of what Tofino.
We've got friends living in Canada right now, too. Yeah. And they're still posting stuff where it looks really bloody cold, but...
I know.
I mean, Stuart... It's constantly, I'm like, come on, it's like 90 here, but that's why Chris doesn't want to go, because he's like, it's too cold. I'm like, it's summer.
If you go to the coast area, it does stay warmer there because of the coast helps with that. But,
I mean, over by towards Vancouver, I'm sure
it was warmer there, because we were in June. It was June, and now it did fluctuate, because there was like, I remember our one day it was like almost 80, and then the next day it was like 60 and chilly. So, it's probably not consistent. But it's so pretty. Like that it's worth
gorgeous.
It.
Yeah.
So going to Tofino would be amazing.
It would be so fun.
I think that's what
so
maybe
badly
makes
want
this
to go.
an extra special book and story. Like
I think most of her books are all based in Canada too.
Yeah,
I think
that's what
they all are. Yeah.
We were kind of talking about that too, because I didn't notice at first, because I feel like I read them so separated that I don't notice.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you were like, were they all Canada? And then I was like, I had to think about it, and I was like, I think that they are. Because
I'm always
really
reading,
noticed.
like, I always read where they're published. I always want to know, like, what number I got, if it's a first edition.
And so I researched the couple of ones I read, and they were all Canada. So I do believe probably all of hers are.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
But, this book is...
So I would definitely leave it out.
Oh, me too. Book. I will say there is, it's a romance.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, if you've got kids and they're looking at it and they're reading age, just be aware. But it takes a while to get to that romance.
It does.
So it's
more
not
of a slow burn.
Yeah.
You got to get like, what, 3/4 of the way through the book to get to that. So unless they're
and we've read way more like smuttier books. Who, me? No. Yeah. So be aware of that. Like, but even then, I'm like, I'd keep it out. I mean, this is something that I will recommend for anybody who, even if you've never really are into a romance book and you just want something that's a fun, light read, but has a little spice to it, this is a great one. Yeah. Because it's not too much.
It's not too much, I agree.
It's very, subtle, and it's very realistic. Like, it
is realistic. I
like when she's sitting on the beach and when she's sitting on that little island and he's jumped in and she goes, I could just slip my hand in my swimsuit. I laughed out loud. I was like, that's hilarious. Just because, I mean, come on. I mean, if you are with a hottie.
I think it is realistic, I agree, because, I mean, like I said, they start off as best friends. They grow up knowing each other. They've known each other their whole lives, and I know for some people it can be a little cringe when they hear that you're together with your best friend or you're in love with your best friend, but I don't know. I know I am.
Oh yeah, I am.
I know Emily is, so I just think
I met my husband when I was 14.
Yeah.
And
16 for me.
Yeah, and we were friends.
Right.
I mean, I thought he was hot.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to get to know me because he was...
Yeah, I technically met Kevin when we were 15, but we didn't start. We met when we were younger, but we were just friends to start. But yeah, we have German Shepherd here.
Always. And yeah, I mean, I always sit there, like my son is dating, and he's going on almost 3 years, and I told him, like, I mean,
jeez, that goes so fast. 3?
Almost 3 years, yeah. And they were friends first.
Old.
I know. They're friends first, and and people will make comments and say there's no way, and we don't know what their future holds at this point because they're seniors and in high school,
which is true, but they've built such a foundational friendship. So
and and I just tell them, like, that's, if you're going to, you want to be friends with your loved one. I mean, that's, people have always asked me, well, how have you made it work for 28 going on 29 years? I'm like, he's my best friend. Yeah. I mean, yes, we are best friends. Right. Amanda, which, happy birthday, Amanda!
Oh yeah, happy
birthday! We love you. Even though I have you two as like my sister's best friends kind of situation, my husband is my best friend who knows me in a totally different, deeper level. Yep. And you can say that about Kevin, and I feel like when it comes to that kind of situation, I tell people, I've had a lot of people ask, like, how are you making this work? How do you guys, he's my best.
And I think when you're that young and you've gone through
so much
together, so many different seasons of life, that is a foundational, that's not even a foundational rock. That is like a big root taking form in the ground. Right. And
like that's how I felt like with George.
That was
and
them, yeah.
Frank, I just felt like, okay, the loss, like her mother leaving, dealing with that, dealing with her coming back, the anger, all of that stuff. Like, George was her person to get her through that. As my husband is that person when my parents divorced, and the moving from house to house, when my dad got run over, when my mom got sick, like, and all of those things. And the same thing with Kevin, with you, when your mom got sick and when your mom passed away, and then your dad, and then it was like, we just going through and dealing with all this stuff, that one person
that's always there.
Yeah. Because I'm like, we were always there for each other for that.
Right.
And Amanda was always there.
Right.
But when you've got somebody there that's really on a different level, you need
more intimate level.
It's an intimate level. Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
We don't have that. understand the
Right,
difference between
yes,
well,
correct.
how can you be best friends with Amanda and Mandy?
Even
but
though
then
we're
you
having
can-
a slumber party.
I know. Chris is like, what are you doing?
We're having a slumber party, man.
But yeah, like even
He
though
knows we're weird.
yeah,
Just get on the page, man.
right? Sometimes he doesn't even ask. He's
Our
like,
husbands are those men, and we should just make the one of those memes where like the husbands just show up in the background, and then they walk up to us, and they're like,
yeah,
and we're just doing something weird, and they're like, yeah, okay, like that's pretty much us.
pretty much, yeah. They just look and be like, yep, that's.
Or all of a sudden they just join in like they've been in the conversation forever.
Yeah,
that sums up Kevin and Chris.
Sometimes we catch them doing the weird, which is
Yeah.
really funny. Like since you've moved
Yeah.
here, like
I agree.
Kevin and Chris
It's
are
not
really
just
starting
us.
to be like. We sit like
Next
the
thing
last
you know,
time
they'll be doing the weird slumber party. We're gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
Stop copying us. Like it was when we went to that beer festival in Galesburg.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it was so funny because there was parts where I'm just like, "You guys stop! That's our job. Like, what are you doing?" But yeah, no, it's great because yeah. So I always tell people, I'm like, really, I think what makes us work is, I mean, communication is always key. But you communicate with your best friend,
correct?
And when you get to that deeper level,
and there's that
stuff,
one little thing in here where they were just afraid to
they
go over that little hump, but George knew she'd get there.
Yes,
and she did.
Yeah,
yep.
Because that's the thing is like they had built that communication level,
and he had like the family and everyone behind him. So it was like,
I love the brothers' text messages.
It's like they were helping.
Did you tap that yet?
No, it's like they were helping to get.
My brothers would never text that to me.
So
Ben probably would.
Yeah, it's like they were helping to get him there. Yeah, it's just yeah.
Like I loved that. Like it was their support, their brother's support, her mom and then George just working with her to like just talk to your mom, be there, and stuff like that. I just thought, oh.
Well, I know my mom. She was always like, Kevin.
Oh yeah, she loved Kevin. Before she met Kevin, she literally loved Chris.
Oh yeah, too. She'd always feed them her.
Oh
weird
my
leftovers.
God! Yeah. Oh, she had
I'm
some
like, you guys
interesting
really
leftovers.
don't need to eat this, and they would still eat it. And I'm like, but then they talk about it. Like, remember when your mom made that weird macaroni?
They still like they'll be like
cheeseburger macaroni and like leftover.
It was like a hamburger helper, but it was her concoction of
like,
it.
She made it. It was like different. It was like the leftovers of her sloppy joes. I don't know. She's like, boys, I need to clean the fridge. Will you eat this? And I'm like, Mom, please don't feed them that. But then they
ate it. They ate it, and they ate a lot. Because she wouldn't even, she just plop it. You saw it? And they just yeah. I feel like they don't do that for us when we cook, but I don't maybe we just.
I think they did it to appease her. Although to this day they swear they did not.
They say it was good, and I'm like, I'll take your word for it. Because I would sit next to your dad and be like,
I didn't eat it. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom.
Like, okay.
But she knew. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm not eating that.
Yeah, right.
If they want to eat it. That's on them.
She wasn't. She didn't care.
No, she didn't care. No.
The garbage disposals were downstairs.
But yeah, so there's just having your family, with the support.
The support of the family is huge, and I mean, it was a slow burn in that sense.
Which I don't always typically like.
No.
That, 'cause sometimes it drives me crazy when it's too slow burn. This was like perfect slow burn.
Yeah. So we were talking about, I agree, I 100% agree with you, because there's books where like, it will be amazing book. It would be so good if they would cut out some of the excessive, just get to the point, right? Like it
what book
lingers.
Was that
What were we talking about? There was one that we just read where we were like, this would have been really good.
It had so many pages.
Yeah. If they would just...
I read that Paris Match book, and it would have been a really good book, but it had like and I enjoyed it, but it had so much filler to it.
Yeah, all the extra stuff doesn't need to be in there.
Or the Lucy score that one.
Oh yeah, we were talking
soccer?
about the soccer.
I don't remember.
Oh man, we read that a while ago. I think it's in our last podcast.
It wasn't our last podcast.
It was in our other.
But it's the one where, and that one, that was a thick one.
So cute, such a cute
story.
Such a
cute story.
But it
had so much in it that it probably. Yeah. It had a lot.
You can take away.
Pare it down a little.
Yeah, you don't need to go into some of these details.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like...
Keep us entertained with a good flow, and that's what Our Perfect Storm
Because,
was.
like, Our Perfect Storm just kept moving.
Yeah.
And even it was a slow burn.
Yeah, when you can finish it in a day and a half.
Right?
Yeah.
In our busy schedules. Like, you don't want to put it down. I read 2 books at a time. I'm reading a Kindle book, and I read a hard book. And if this was a Kindle book, I would have went out and bought it.
Yeah.
100%. And I was like, I'm going to stop my Kindle. And I was literally propped up at night with a little flashlight reading it. I could not stop. Like, that's that kind of book. It was a little bit of it was a slow burn, but in the most positive way. And I just, like...
We should do a video of our favorite bookmen. I think George would make the list.
Yeah, so who did you picture George to look like? I can't quite figure it out.
I don't know.
I always try to picture
like who is that guy? Oh my gosh,
So he has long
Henry
dark hair.
Cavill, maybe kind of.
You
look.
mean Henry Cavill?
Yeah, is that what his name is?
Oh, he's hot.
Henry Cavill. Is that how you pronounce it? I know.
So,
or is he too?
I think
bulky?
he's too. Well, so I feel like.
How do you pronounce his name?
Cavill, is that who you're thinking about?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, my nose itches. Someone must be. I don't know. Who's thinking about me? Someone hot. Okay.
Is it you?
Before anybody even sees this, my nose is already preempting someone's
It's
thinking.
you. I know.
Oh, it's so itchy. I'm sorry. It's not running, I swear. Okay, no, so like sometimes there was one I think of like John Krasinski. Like I've got like
okay, yeah,
you know,
of the glasses,
like
nerdy hot.
Nerdy hot.
Okay.
Like but he has longer hair, so that didn't work. Though I will say his body from what was described could be a John Krasinski from, you know, these new days.
Yeah.
Not The Office, John Krasinski, but he has like a longer hair. So I was trying to like think of like how I pictured him because
next podcast I think, or one of our next ones needs to be our favorite bookmen. I'm gonna have to really think about that.
I'm gonna have to really think about that.
George,
I think George is definitely in there.
Like, so this is our favorite bookman, and who do you think in your mind when you're reading it? Who does he look like to you? Oh yeah, let's do it.
That's gonna be good because, you ever see that show Reacher?
Yeah, I only because
I think because I showed you pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, because that guy
is what you're thinking of.
Sometimes.
Well, don't ruin it for me or us.
He's some of the like. I just want my book guy to look like that, so I'll block whatever they describe, and that's what my book guy looks like. Have you ever done that? I do that sometimes. Like if I can't picture like exactly what they look like, I will picture them somebody else. Like sometimes my husband, because I think he's pretty hot.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right, it's like you make your own little
You
movie
make your
You turn it into your own movie in your mind.
Ooh, our favorite book, guys.
That is a good conversation too. Like I've always wondered because at work once we had this conversation. Is that not everybody thinks that way?
Right.
Is like, you know, someone's like, can you think of an apple and picture that apple? I can. Can you?
Yeah.
Some people can't do that.
That's weird.
I know. But that's what we talked about on one of my work calls once. Is that
that's funny.
That like almost 50-50 were like, I can and I can't. And it blew my mind that it was like, you can't envision the apple. So then it makes me wonder, like, are those maybe people that don't enjoy reading or don't like reading because they can't like envision.
Like it's not a movie in their mind.
It's not a movie in their mind.
Because I saw somebody say...
But for us it is.
Right? I heard somebody say they only like doing the audiobooks because it's more of a way for them to picture it as a movie. I'm gonna sneeze because now my nose isn't itching. I just feel it. So just in case. But I've heard people don't like they prefer audio because it like for some reason like moves in their head like a movie. And I looked at my son and I was
that was part of the conversation too, that it's more
weird.
Like the words. Like
because when I'm reading, I only see a movie. It's happening in my head like a movie. I'm not saying it's not like
everyone processes.
Isn't that weird? That's so interesting. The Apple thing was an interesting. I'll be curious.
I know.
That's going to be a hard challenge to figure out who.
So comment below if you're listening on Spotify. You can add comments too, or comment.
We
for
love
a video.
reading the comments.
If we say apple, can you vision the apple? Like, do you listen? Like, when you read a book, are you seeing a movie in your mind? Because I am.
Yeah.
100%. Maybe that's why we super enjoy to love.
I love reading.
Yeah.
I don't do audio.
I can do both.
You do both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get really bored really quick.
You have to
music. I can listen to music.
The hard part with the audio is
I feel like the voices might be different too.
I can't do audio if it's like, for me, audio is typically what I would maybe consider like a filler book, and I don't mean that to come off like in a bad way, but it's not probably a book that I've got like on my TBR that I've been dying to read. That's what I mean by that.
Right.
It's more like
the extra book.
An extra book. Like, I really want to be reading something or listening to something versus like watching a video or listening to music. And so I'll do that instead, because oftentimes I'm multitasking or doing something else, and if it's one of my to die for TBR books, I want to fully be immersed and paying attention. And so I often find if I'm doing an audiobook, unless I'm on a car road trip, if I'm on a car road trip, then I'm fully immersed. But if I'm doing other things like working on a project and listening at the same time, or working on housework and listening at the same time, sometimes I lose track. And my brain is also one of those that's like listening to the book, cleaning, and then it's like, what am I making for dinner? And it's like, shut up, listen to the book. And then I'm like, oh, I better rewind. Like, that's
I think
what
that's my problem.
Yeah.
Is because I swear I'm ADHD, and after studying it, I know I am. There's no doubt about it. And I would sit there and have to rewind it over and over and over again.
I've done that a couple times where I'm like, okay, I think but I listened to enough of it to know the gist. But I know I'm not getting fully immersed because I know other thoughts are going on in my head at the same time. But when I'm actually reading it, sometimes it happens when I'm reading, but not as much.
Not as much. I'll be all of a sudden reading, and then something happens in the book that makes me think about how that's happened to me, or something in my life, or I can see that happening, or what would I do? And then all of a sudden, and I'm still reading, and I'm still thinking about, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm telling you, I'm insane. Like, I don't know if that's other people, but I sit there and I'll be like reading, I'm like, oh yeah, or like, sissy time, and like, ooh, that's really,
I don't think it's really just you.
Like, why do I keep doing that? I'm like, I have problems.
I don't think, and I feel like I'm only laughing because I've also experienced that. Not on the regular, but I have experienced it. It's very similar to
it's like 3 or 4 times during every book.
Oh no, I don't do it.
Oh
that
yeah, it's all
frequently.
the time. I can't. It won't stop.
Oh, I don't do it that frequently.
And then I have to go back and read it.
It has happened.
Okay.
Like maybe at least once every time I read a book, and then I'm like, where the heck am I? And then go focus. I have to tell myself to focus, and then I'm in it.
I wear noise canceling headphones now, and Chris will be like trying to like watch. I have to do it because I used to be able to like. I'll try to read while he's watching a movie or watching a show, and it's something really stupid, and he laughs really loud.
Oh, yes. He really does.
He does. He's got this laugh, which is great.
I have this crazy laugh.
You have a laugh.
Have you not all heard me?
Yeah. Like people, like my mom was just visiting. She goes, Manny has the most contagious laugh. I'm like,
my gosh.
Manny really does, and it's been that way your whole life. And then she's like, oh my god, Chris laughs so loud. I'm like, he really does. He also has a very contagious laugh. And so like I will try to read a book because he's watching a show that
Does
I
it ever
might not just
scare
be
you,
like,
make you jump? I'd be
oh
like,
yes, there's been a few times,
yeah.
especially like if I'm sleeping and then all of a sudden he's watching something, and he'll feel really bad. It woke me up. There's times I have to go up to him all the time and be like, babe. And I went to the doctor. I'm like, I am like evil now. I'm becoming a bitch. And he's like, why? And I was like, because we're watching a movie with our boys. Here. And then all of a sudden, Chris is laughing. And the doctor just starts laughing quietly. And he goes, okay, tell me more. I'm like, and I just go up to Chris. I'm like, babe. And it's during a funny part of it. We're watching a comedy. It could be like Austin Powers. Babe. Like, she's too loud. And it's so horrible. Funny. Like, not cool, man. I love his laugh. He's amazing. But, yeah, I can't focus on the book then. So I started wearing my noise-canceling headphones.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I'll put on a little music. So it kind of like, but then the next thing I know, it like, a song comes on. And then I'll be like, singing the song while I'm like reading. I'm like,
those memes where... and this has happened to me too, which is terrifying. And I think ultimately what happens to you, but it's the same thing when you're driving.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, where the heck am I? We're still driving.
When was the last time I looked at the road?
I know. And then you're like, where has my brain been? Like, what happened?
What happened? Like,
but you're
driving
really
down, and all of a sudden I'm like,
you're
wait,
on the street. Like,
I hope I didn't run any red lights because I swear I was not focusing.
Same thing happens sometimes with reading books.
Not
Not as
all
often
the time.
with not like as frequent, but yeah, sometimes. It's funny.
Yeah. It happens to me all the time. It didn't happen as much during this. I mean, there's just parts where like all of a sudden like
I think this is one of my favorite slow burns. Slow burns are my least favorite.
I could see me rereading this again.
Oh, I agree.
Like when I'm just needing something that's like so good for your heart.
Yeah.
You know, like something that just kind of like is that sweet.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like
yeah, Jess gotta go read it. Take it from us.
If you have not read this, read it.
I feel like this was a good chat because we gave away some spoilers, but not so many spoilers.
Yeah, we didn't tell you how it ends.
No, that if you haven't read it yet, go read it.
Read it.
Yeah, you'll love
somebody, if you are watching and you know somebody who likes to make movies, needs to do this.
Do it.
Read it.
Make it into a movie.
Turn it into a movie because...
And then we can go travel to...
Oh, man.
What is this place called?
Tofino.
And we can go to some coffee shops, some cool little places.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you know? Yeah. The Midwest is coming up.
The Wisconsin's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I really want to go there. I was like, okay, so Mandy and I are going to get into my camper van. And we're going to drive. But I'm a little afraid of that road that she was talking about. And I was looking at the map. I'm like, yeah, that could be a little scary. But we're going to do it. And... I mean, the husbands can come if they want.
Well, that could be an adventure. The two of us in this big van going down a creepy road.
It's not big, but yeah, it would be creepy. We'd be screaming, white knuckling. Oh my god, we're gonna die! Pull over, no! We can't. Yeah, no, it would be a lot of fun. I just think it would be really fun. Some of these books, especially like this one, makes me really think that it would be a fun way to do some girl trips, is to go to the locations of some of these books. You find a book that you really love and you enjoy, and it's like you picture yourself there, you want to do it, and I'm like, it would be really fun to do that. And I think it would be really funny to do it and be like, book it like a honeymoon and just experience kind of like all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a girls trip, it would just be really fun. Okay,
so 2 podcast ideas have come out of this podcast. One, we are gonna, in one of our upcoming podcasts, we'll be talking about our favorite book men, and then coming to you all with what we envisioned that they looked like. I'm very excited for this.
I am. I'm a little nervous because I have to really think of
I know, I really need to think of my favorite book men, but we got this, Em. We got this.
All right.
2, Our second, or one of our other upcoming ones, I think should be some of our favorite locations and like,
ooh, yeah,
where would we go, or where could like,
how can we travel and see it? I love that.
Let's do it. So that came out of this session, and I'm excited.
Now, final.
Yeah.
Our ratings.
I gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 5 stars. I mean, could you tell?
I mean,
surprised? Let's give it a full 10. I mean, honestly, like, I want to read all of her books. I really do. She has 1, 2, 3, 4. This is her 5th book. So.
Oh, maybe I've read all of hers. What do
I just saw it. It's Every Summer After.
Yeah.
Meet Me at the Lake.
Yeah.
This Summer Will Be Different.
Yeah.
One Golden Summer and Our Perfect Storm.
I don't think I did One Golden Summer.
One Golden Summer I've been seeing
but
out a lot.
But I did all of the other ones, and I liked all of her other ones.
Okay. Well,
Ooh,
I
so
haven't.
maybe we need to do One Golden Summer, because a lot of people are raving about that one.
Yeah, I see it. When you see this one out on the stands at the stores, I see the One Golden Summer.
No, my nose is running. Quit passing it.
It's not running. It's itchy. It's just like I need to like rub it.
Ugh.
I'm like rubbing my nose.
See what happens when you do a slumber party? Boop. You get
Creek.
Itchy noises.
We don't even have alcohol in our coffee. Oh.
But we're so glad that you joined us today.
Yes.
And we look forward to some of our upcoming podcasting ideas that came out of this
Oh my
gig.
gosh, right? And our next read, I
don't know, you're up to pick.
We were gonna do the Grecian Getaway.
It's a local
author.
Yeah.
And it's about a girls' trip to Greece to go visit and spend the summer there. And they meet some really hot Greek men. So I'm almost done with it. It's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it.
I haven't started it yet. I'm behind, but I shall catch up.
Yeah, and I mean, we've got some other books too that we are discussing. If you have any suggestions, we thought we would go with local and to support local authors. And if you're a local author, or if you're just an author that would love for us to read and rate and podcast about, we would love to hear from you. We're up for any genre and any type, so yeah, we would love it.
And we'd love it if you would, find us on Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube. It's our joy we're newer to YouTube, and so we're not new to Spotify. We've been around in Spotify, but we are looking to grow our YouTube. So please, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button, having some, conversation back and forth with us, we'd really appreciate it.
Share, because it's
going to help us grow.
Yep. We want to, once we get a few more subscribers, we're going to do our first giveaway.
We're going to have a giveaway, so we've got some goodies. So we're excited for that, but we want to grow a little bit more before we do that, so we'd really appreciate it. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, if I haven't said that already. So thanks again, everybody, and we hope you all have a good night.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Bye.